everybody. Thank you for coming today. It's been too long, is really the truth. We haven't done an event either here at the dealership, or actually here at the dealership, since October of 2019. And here we are, it's July of 2021. We've been doing what we can to be part of the local enthusiast community, cars and coffees, different events off-site, but we haven't done anything here. And as you all know, it was a challenge. It was a challenging year, it was a challenging time, and fortunately for us and for our business and for our team, we were able to find a way to thrive through the challenging times, and I truly hope the same for all of you, especially in your respective businesses and everything that you do in your jobs, and pretty much how you provide for your family. So I'll tell you that for us, even though it was a challenge, I think we did very well. I'm incredibly proud of our team and very happy to have the customers that we have that have allowed for that to happen. So today, what we're doing, and I'm going to be upfront with you guys, is we're having a little party to just have our friends back at the dealership. For our manufacturer, they wanted us to have a Taycan launch, so that's what we're here doing. We were supposed to do this March of last year. We had it planned, we had it ready, and then the world ended. And then when the world ended, the event stopped. So this has been a long time coming, and we've been wanting to do it, but more than anything, over unveiling the amazing machine that we're about to see, that you can see in different variants here in our showroom, it really was to have everybody here at the dealership and have the amazing show that we had out there today. And hopefully you guys, if you were here from earlier, you could see how fantastic it was. I don't know the count. I'm sure my buddy Larry from the caterer is going to tell me the count at some point here and tell me, I thought we were catering for 200 people. What the hell is this? So, Larry, I appreciate it, buddy. Larry from the End Zone and his crew did a phenomenal job out there. Rich Ortiz, who's in here somewhere, he was strumming away and singing so wonderfully. That was awesome. And another thing we had planned that unfortunately we just couldn't get done, we had a big tent that we were going to do outside. But this is tent season. So this is tent season for graduations, for parties, for birthdays, for weddings, for everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed. We improvised. So we did it underneath the canopy out here, and I think it went well. And I think it went great, and I hope that you all had fun. But getting to the item at hand, I would love to present to you, here we go guys, come on, get the boys ready, the new Taycan. So you're probably wondering what the differences are, and they are many, but you're going to see that the vehicles look very similar. So this is actually the Taycan rear-wheel drive variant. When they released this vehicle, Porsche had an idea that there's certain markets in the country that weren't going to be as important for this vehicle because it's rear-wheel drive. And the reality is that they were wrong. They were wrong. We've seen manufacturers that do a lot of thinking, and they put a lot of resources behind information. And this specific rear-wheel drive model has been a big success for the brand. And listen, I'll say part of it is the pricing, but pricing aside, we can be realistic. They're not inexpensive. This one I think we have optioned out to about $97,000, and this one is technically sold. So we just wanted to have one in here. So if we can open it up and we're cool. We've gotten permission to do all that, but very cool car. And what you get with this vehicle is a 470 plus horsepower machine, a range that, depending on driving and everything, is about 300 miles. Realistically, it's 225 to 282 miles, depending on how it's being rated. And I'm telling you, the car is fantastic. So like I said before, the car is not popular because of the $100,000, the inexpensive $100,000 price. It's popular because of just the amazing driving dynamic that it gives you. And listen, from there, as you go up to the different models, we have this beautiful cherry metallic that we put together. This is a 4S, so this 4S is going to give you over 550 to about 570 horsepower. Amazing, all-wheel drive. Phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal machine. From here, you could do a turbo, which we have one outside, or a Turbo S like we have here in the showroom. The Turbo has 670 horsepower. The Turbo S has 750 horsepower. When I drove this car in Barcelona, in November of 2019. So first, let me tell you, when I went to Barcelona in November of 2019, I was excited to go to Barcelona. So beautiful city. If you've never been, you should definitely go. But I'm a car guy. I'm an automotive enthusiast. I love hearing all your cars outside. I like smelling that gas. I like it burning. I like the caminess of some of the, hot rods that are coming through. I like everything about it. So I wasn't necessarily sold on electric cars. But boy, I was wrong. When I got to Barcelona and we were given the keys and we got to drive around the mountains, we got to take it to the Catalunya F1 track, which, again, an experience of a lifetime. I have never driven a car. Unfortunately for me, I've driven all types of amazing vehicles, cars I never thought I would drive. I have never driven a car that I felt was as fast, powerful, planted as the Taycan Turbo S that I drove. It was absolutely, it blew me away. I went to Barcelona a skeptic. I came back a believer. And when I came back and I was talking to the boys at the time, guys, this car's amazing. And I'm like, oh, geez, oh, God, all right. Everybody's kind of thinking I'm crazy. When they got to see the cars, and unfortunately, some of them were in California seeing the car when COVID shut everything down. They had to come back in an emergency. It was actually a pretty crazy situation for two members of our team that were out there, two Nicks, Nick Snowden and Nick DeSelle. They were out there, and it was pretty crazy, but I'm sure we all have crazy stories of last year in COVID. But the reality, I have never driven a car so fast. So when we go to these wonderful dealer launch events that we get to go to, they let us drive on a track. You drive as hard and fast as you can drive. We have professional instructors in front of us. They could be in a Macan and you can't keep up with them. These guys are fantastic drivers. You could be in the fastest 911 and you just can't keep up. These guys are professionals, and even though for me, I've done this before and you think you're a pro, you're not even close. Not even close. This car made you feel like a pro. These instructors were in brand new 911s, 992 generations, which at the time were also new, driving as hard as they could go. I have never been on a track where the instructor is telling you to throttle back and push it. I was pushing the head instructor, and we were part of a good crew, so we were driving hard. It got to the point where we're taking turns and I'm getting dizzy. It got dangerous. So I'm telling you guys, if you have not experienced it yet, and if you've been considering a new car and you're thinking of going electric, literally look no further. Literally look no further. The cars are fantastic. So welcome to everybody. Thank you for coming. I'll keep it, even when I say I'm going to try to keep it short and sweet, as you can see, I get a little long-winded. But let's do the raffle. Let's do the raffle. Let's get this going. Again, I said final call 5 times, but this is really the final call. Final call. Bring it up? All right. You don't need a pen. Just put one side. You don't need a pen, but you do need to be present to win. For new Porsche, this is not, but also while we're at that, actually, let me just say one more thing. Before we do this raffle, let me do one more thing. Let me just say one more thing. This past year, we could not support a lot of the organizations that we normally support. So this year we kind of we tried to come back and really make it count. It does matter to us to support organizations, whether it's the charities that we do support. Again, and I'm not trying to say it to get notoriety for it, but it's an important part of what we do, to be part of our local community and have that grassroots culture that we are part of our local community. It's not just we're the Porsche dealership and we don't need to do anything. We do, we do. It's incredibly important to us. One organization that we've had I would like to think, an incredibly strong partnership and relationship with for the past decade, and this year's our 10th year in business. July 1st of this year was our official 10 years in business. So very, very happy to be able to say that. And there's a lot of members on our team that were here then, that are here now, which is awesome. And the part of our business that's been great is that our team has grown. It hasn't necessarily been something where we've just replaced so many members of our team. That's not been the case. We've added people to our team, so it's been fantastic. So as our business has grown, so has our team, and we've been able to see our team grow professionally and personally, which I think is always kind of the biggest sign of our success. But getting to that, we always like to support great local organizations like the Saratoga Auto Museum. And the Saratoga Auto Museum's outside with a Taycan. I do want to say one quick thing. That is not actually the car that we're raffling off, just so in a crowd of people, we can actually say it. We're raffling off, that's a 2020 Taycan 4S. We're raffling off a 2021 Taycan rear-wheel drive, which is coming to us in the next 6 to 8 weeks. We received a special allocation from Porsche for it. We are raffling off the entire car. It is not a lease, it's not a drive, it's not a test drive. We're raffling off literally a $100,000 car. So if you guys have not had the opportunity to buy raffle tickets, they're incredibly reasonable in price, and I hope somebody here locally wins. You know, the museum's been traveling around to the different events that they're doing, and you know, we were able to put this together with Porsche Cars North America. So Porsche Cars North America, our dealership in the museum, we're all carrying a big amount of that weight of that raffle. You know, but it's a big thing and it's an awesome thing. And truth be told, for me personally, it's been the biggest marketing component that I've done ever in my career. So if you guys can support it, we'd love it. It's getting raffled off at the end of the year, and it's going to be fantastic. And the proceeds go to the Saratoga Auto Museum, which I can assure you, just like any organization, as I sit here and say that our business thrived last year, not-for-profits didn't. Not-for-profits had their worst year that they've ever had. And this is an opportunity for us and our local community to really support it. So with that said, let's get down to the business of this raffle. All right, Sam, you can pick. And again, you have to be present to win. All right, so the first raffle, we're gonna give the option of picking one because we're raffling off two things. So the raffle doesn't just win everything, but the raffle, you can pick either the golf bag and the golf balls or the pedal car. And it's 443910. 910? 443910.
Great.
Nice. William Gustin, good man. Saving lives and winning raffles. That's it. Pick one. Your call. Do you golf?
No?
You don't golf, but the golf bag is nice, I know. Your children like mine are too big now for something like this. Keep it for a grandchild someday. I mean, I know that's like 20 years down the road. And the golf balls.
Thank you.
Awesome, here. Let's take a quick picture. Where is he?
Thank you.
Awesome, congratulations. Awesome. Good, good. All right, and the next one gets to win this lovely pedal car. I don't know if my shaking really did anything. There's too many tickets in there. Double, yeah. Somebody put all of their ticket in there.
And if not, we have this.
All right. Sam DeSell. Sam DeSell. Name sounds familiar. I wonder why. One of our guys is Nick DeSell. Something tells me this is a family member. They do got to be present to win. Sam DeSell. Oh boy, you'll be brokenhearted.
I could be Sam DeSell.
He left yesterday. I'm not sure he's back from his hike. You gotta be here to win it.
Well, he's not here. Nick, I'm sorry, buddy. I know he's your nephew.
You put my name with your last name on it, I understand.
Yeah. Fortunately, we got to stick to the rules. We've got too many people watching to deviate. All right. Especially if he's a relative.
Not his fault.
I tell you, did my brother win? My brother, I think, won a raffle one time, or I think my wife did. And I had to stop her. I'm like, oh God, this is gonna hurt me so much later. I'm like, you can't win. You just can't win this one. I should have told you beforehand. But we're still married, so it worked out well. So she didn't leave me over it. So the next number for the fancy, phenomenal pedal car is 443961. Oh, there you go.
You gotta drive that
Mr. Hayes, one more Hayes.
Too late.
You, my friend, I don't know how you're taking it home. I think you got the 911. that's right. You can leave it here and come back. Yeah, we can do that. I'll leave it here.
All right, yeah, it's exciting.
Comes to an event and he wins. It's good. But guys, listen, as we're done here, I just wanted to thank everybody for coming and making it out and making this part of your day. It means a lot to us. We're still going till 1, so you don't have to leave. You just can't stay here, I guess, as they say. No. Stay till 1. Stay till 1. Thank you all for coming. Appreciate it. Thank you.